So with respect to partnerships, Dover Energy Automation focus is that we are good at few things, right? And we are not good at few things. And this is where we actually make that buy versus make decision, right? Or I would say partner versus make decision in many cases. So when we look at our portfolio, we realize that yes, we are getting the data, we are creating an automation platform, but we do not have expertise in doing cognitive learning or cognitive analysis. And with SparkCognition, actually, I've been familiar with SparkCognition for last, I would say, at least 2 years now. Because of my previous company where I used to work in Honeywell, SparkCognition and I got in touch with each other, and then we started working with some of the POCs that we can actually do and prove some concepts out there. I think at that time Spark was working with the aerospace in Honeywell. So when I moved to Dover, and when we actually put together our strategy of how we're going to go forward, the missing part was, okay, so you get all the data into the cloud, providing analytics from our expertise, but then what's missing is developing the model so that those cognitive models will start developing some fault models that can actually serve more value to the end customers. And at that time, I contacted SparkCognition and actually invited them to be part of my IOT Advisory Board. And this is where we actually discuss what Dover needs to do in order to provide higher value to our customers. And a lot of our roadmap for technology and business is being kind of defined into that IIoT Advisory Board as well. So Spark has been part of that. And I think since then we realized that looking at multiple technology that we looked at before, SparkCognition definitely has an edge into that part of the analysis, primarily because of something that I actually talked to Amir a long time back about the self-learning models, right? And then the engine which basically ingests the data and then create the model in the background and keep improving the model as it goes through the self-learning and then all the data analysis as well. So that was really intriguing for me, and I think that was one of the key differentiators that I saw when I compared about a year ago or year and a half ago different other technologies out there. And we realized that this is the technology advancement or technology edge that we will have working with SparkCognition on the analytics side. The second thing was it's always people working with people, people doing business with people. And having a longer relationship with this team gave me enough confidence that this is the right way to go. Now, how we're going to go to the market is when we go and sell our solutions, whether we go directly and sell our solutions for oil and gas upstream and midstream, or we sell it through one of our other partners like Honeywell, for example, the analytical part that we will provide is going to be the SparkCognition analytical part, because we are working with the team here in order to make sure that we develop those models which are very focused on what we do. So for example, right now, we are working on all those compressor model that we provided, and this is where we are going through a lot of cognitive learning there. We knew what the answers are going to be, right? And we are still expecting Spark to come back with some more, and we have seen some of that, and it is extremely exciting to see the kind of feedback that we have been getting. So there are some aha moments for our own subject matter experts in there, and I think there will be much more. And the more aha moment that you will see, it means that there's more value for the customers, because those are the things that were kind of hidden in the past, and nobody really focused on those things. And now we are seeing a different view of the problem and a different view of how an equipment is actually getting to that problem state, and how we can actually identify that way before it happens. So I think this combination or this partnership is extremely important for our business, and I think that this is going to be the next the next wave of analytics that we can provide to this industry.